Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 22 carries, 105 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. James has got it, complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
I'm glad we decided to feature linebacker Brian Cushing because he's your prototypical inside linebacker who wakes up in a mood every day to smack someone. Exactly what you're looking for in an NFL linebacker. Doesn't matter whether it's a run or the pass. If you come into his area, he's going to make you pay.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Shaq Lawson in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. 2 minutes remain in a score. First half of play. Not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Uses the spin. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
Here we go.
Watson on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we
play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now the try here for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Bortles to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney Merciless in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Delayed game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. DeMarco Murray, a first-half touchdown.
Here we go. 38. Ohio.
On first and 10, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And defensively, here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Cushing in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now an inside run to Jerome Felton. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
So, partner, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy. Get what you can and be prepared.
Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
They go play action here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
On 2nd and 10, Watson going deep for Hopkins. A swing pass caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, the juke. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And out out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now Bortles. And James has it. 23 yards on the play. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first down, Bortles got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Bortles. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. He's going to float this, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Before pass, offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A carry for Foreman. And some room to roam now. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Here we go.
They run again with Foreman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Houston, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Texans going up against the Jets. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? When you were a kid, you went to the theater and saw that horror movie, and it stuck with you for a while, and you were a little bit jumpy. But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
3rd and long, it's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st down, Smith. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Off of play action. Here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. Andrew Luck, an early touchdown pass in that one. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Running right with Kelly. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 1st down. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he is knocked down from the side. And New York set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be second and goal. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to